Hello and welcome to your Week 7 Fantasy Football Predictions. I am, of course, your favorite Seahawks fan right here, and the commish you all know and love. We're coming at you with some really good Week 7 predictions, and here's why. We're going to do things a little bit different this week. Instead of talking about this fantasy matchup this and fantasy matchup that, we're going to flip the switch a little bit and take a little different approach at it. We're still going to do predictions, but has nothing to do with football this time. What we're going to do is we're going to predict what each and every owner, you, and you, we're going to predict what you guys are going to look like in the future. 5 years down the road, 10 years down the road. Let's predict what your, as my girlfriend would call it, what's your future doppelganger. In some cases, these people may be famous. Mostly they're going to be slobs, sloppy, ugly, whatever it may be, but a lot of you guys are going to look like them. We're going to find out tonight. So sit down, buckle up, and here come your Week 7 life look like predictions. All right, here we go with the first matchup. First off, we've got Nick, of course, Taco Bell Bedell, going up against Neil Patel. Let's start off here by taking a look at what we know Mr. Nick as. Oh yeah, looking pretty good here. Mr. Hollywood. I see what we're doing. Looking pretty good. I got it, I get it. Well, here's the prediction, and this is almost a looking back prediction. And it is your doppelganger, if you will, is pretty techie. It's somebody you may recognize from the social network, also known as Mark Zuckerberg, which means you probably during college got laid, a big fat zero. Taco Bell Bedell sounds like ladies better head for the border. All right, continuing on within this matchup, we have old Neil Patel. A first look might say, you know, Neil Patel's got a pretty slick haircut. Looking pretty good. Things are going pretty well. The guy might have something here. Maybe he looks like a little bit like Pauly D. But oh no, that's not the case. A little deeper look and you're gonna find something a little bit different. I think the guy looks a lot more like this character. Oh yeah, we're talking Prince, and for all I know, I'm sure we're talking some sort of Prince Albert under there. Okay, moving right along, we got matchup number 2 coming up. This one, of course, can always get interesting. We got Eric Nelson, Will Van Noel. A lot of ways to go here, but let's start off with Mr. Nelson. Here's the Nelson we know and love today. So, of course, the first time I meet this guy, I'm like, how old is this dude? 12? 12 and a half? He looks young, right? But then in your mind, if you're gonna go for what does he look like, you doppelganger it, people do the beaver thing, things like this. Scratch all that. We've got something different. What I see for Eric's future is a little bit different. Every time I see the guy, he looks younger and younger. 12 and a half when I met him. He's somewhere around the age of 8 to 9 years old right now. He's getting younger and younger every time you see the guy. So he's kind of like Benjamin Button getting younger. So my prediction for his future is something like this. And so at this point, we're really only talking the beginning of second year. Think about by commencement, this guy will be a toddler. All right, let's move on to that Van Noel guy. Take a peek here. Got the old Van Noyers. Plenty of ways to go per usual, but a lot of people like to take this Drew Carey route. I don't disagree, but what I do think is that we got something that's a little bit on the similar range. We're talking something that's Drew Carey associated, but a little more Van Noel-like, if you will. All right, let's get our Russell the Hustle on, because we got a lot of good things to get to here, and it's getting late. Next one, we got Saglars at Cabrera. So many funny things we could do with these mustaches, if you will. But first up, you guys all know this character. And of course, although he can't sport the beach very well, the guy can put up a hell of a mustache. And so with that, we already know that it's a somewhat of a doppelganger, Tom Selleck. That's an easy one. We already know that. But when he is Tom Selleck, What are some of the things he's going to focus on? I kind of predict it might be something like this. Oh my, I can only imagine the amount of manscaping necessary to get within those pages. Probably take a heritage of skilled gardeners from below the border to figure out how to manscape that much. On to our next. I have here a man who very well could be in the Mexican mafia of some type. But I think I know the guy well enough to know that things are all on the up and up. But once we look into what his future looks like, what he's going to look like in the future, we find out we have a dark, dark reality. And there, of course, you have it, just like that. Look 1, oh, that's him. Look 2, gosh, it looks similar. Fear for our lives. All right, now I'm going to get to what I'm going to call the highlight of the week matchup. This is my number 1 pick to click, if you will. I got Chris McCabe versus old Brandon Smith. A couple different ways to go here. Let's start off with Mr. McCabe. Oh, and isn't that just such a sultry look? This is the similar look I think he gave to my folks during my birthday bash, where they wanted to know if I had a new gay brother that I'd like to bring in the family. Fair enough, we can fast forward a lot of these things. We might know exactly where this is headed. Option 1, you can see on the left here, we have, of course, Dustin Hoffman as Tootsie, a very close resemblance. Or you look on the right, we have a Spice Girl. It's Posh Spice. I would not say he's one of the hotter Spice Girls, but he's a Spice Girl potentially. All in all, I guess you fast forward, you think maybe you got a Miley Cyrus on your hands. Let's move on to some more important things. We got Smitty, good-looking bald guy. Guy looks good with a bald head. Guy looks real good. So when I think about his prediction for the future, 1, guy's a very academic dude, very smart, can really lead people. I feel like he's got a chance to really drive careers as his doppelganger. Alright, those are some of the detailed picks. Let's start to fly through some of these sons of bitches. We've got a handful of other ones that are pretty good. Let's rapid fire here and get this old Seahawks man off to watch his Hawks go 6-1, baby. Go Hawks. And finally, we've come to the final finale prediction. And really, this one's not even prediction. It's kind of written on the wall already. The picture really speaks for itself. I'll let you guys do all of the determination from what you want. I'm going to go ahead and throw it up there. You guys think whatever you want. Peace, go Cougs, and I'll see you guys next week. And this pick just randomly came to me. I was doing research for a class, internet marketing. Of course, I was doing it on Grindr because that's such a social hub right now. And here it was, these two sucking face. So, Killips, Moffitt, enjoy your weekend. You two make a great little couple.